From ball boy to striker sensation, the unstoppable rise of Erling Haaland, Europe's finest. Brace yourself for an exhilarating journey as we uncover how a young ball boy transformed into the continent's most lethal striker. Prepare to be captivated by Haaland's ascent to greatness, defying all odds and leaving a trail of shattered records in his wake. Playing style. In the brisk dawn of 2019, Salzburg purchased a promising football gem, Haaland, for a modest $8 million. The world had yet to witness this remarkable journey that lay ahead. After an impressive rise to prominence, he was snapped up by Manchester City for a whopping $62 million on June 13, 2022. Haaland had catapulted from budding prospect to revered striker, carving his name in football history. Haaland's quick, sharp movements in the penalty area help him detect scoring openings, making him unpredictable for defenders. His physical strength provides a defensive buffer for his team. Haaland's creativity emerges when he shifts into the left inside channel, aiming for shots and adeptly finding midfield runners. His speed and ball control aids counterattacks. Early life. Born in Leeds, England, Erling Haaland hailed from a lineage steeped in athletics. His father, Elfie, was a seasoned right-back who had a rich stint in Manchester City, while his mother, Grimarita, was a renowned athlete from Norway. His destiny, it seemed, was etched in athleticism. The family moved back to Norway in 2004 after a career-ending injury rendered Elfie incapable of playing further. This injury, sustained from a savage tackle by Roy Keane, still echoes as one of the most controversial moments in football. Erling Haaland's debut was striking, as he demonstrated his natural goal-scoring talent. However, his early season at Molde saw his netting the ball only 4 more times, a surprising deviation hinting at the need to adjust Molde's distinct play style. After much practice and perseverance, the tides turned, and Haaland started scoring with an uncanny consistency. Molde FK. His remarkable turnaround didn't go unnoticed. Manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, aware of Haaland's scoring potential, professed, "He'll be a top player if I bring him to Man United." However, on the first day of 2019, Rebel Salzburg seized the opportunity and secured his promising striker for $8 million, a steal that would soon prove its worth. Red Bull Salzburg. Erling Haaland, the rising football sensation, penned a 5-year deal with Red Bull Salzburg on August 19, 2018. Haaland's debut for Salzburg came on February 17 during the 2018-19 Austrian Cup quarterfinals against Wiener Neustadt. He scored his first hat-trick against SESV Parndorf and 2 more in-league matches, with his goal tally reaching 11 in 6 consecutive league games. His impressive run continued in the UEFA Champions League. On his debut against Genk, he scored a hat-trick and then found the net against Liverpool and twice against Napoli. Ask his teammates about Erling Haaland, and they'll paint a picture of a 19-year-old mature beyond his years. A colleague, Maximilian Verba, described him as the utmost professional, citing instances where, while others would be engaged in card games during trips, Haaland would be immersed in scientific articles, always questioning for ways to refine his diet or optimize his sleep. This relentless dedication and devotion to his craft marked Haaland's extraordinary journey to football stardom. International youth level. In 2019, Erling Haaland was called to the Norwegian under-20 squad for the FIFA U20 World Cup. On May 30th, during the tournament in Poland, he stunned the world by scoring an incredible 9 goals in Norway's 12-0 rout against Honduras. Even though Norway didn't progress beyond the group stage and Haaland didn't score in any other games, his 9-goal spectacle ensured him the Golden Boot, crowning him the competition's top scorer. Borussia Dortmund. In Dortmund's inaugural match of the 2020 season, Haaland bagged 2 goals in a 3-0 triumph over Borussia Mönchengladbach. A hamstring injury sidelined him until the new year. On his return, he netted braces against RB Leipzig and Mönchengladbach, followed by 2 goals in Dortmund's 3-2 victory over Seville in the Champions League. Haaland made history by being the youngest and quickest to reach 20 goals in the Champions League. After overcoming a brief injury, he returned to score twice in Dortmund's 4-1 DFB Pokal final win over Leipzig, clinching his first title with the club. Borussia Dortmund has indeed been instrumental in the rise of Erling Haaland and countless young talents in football. The club, almost factory-like in its ability to produce superstars, is a fertile ground for raw talent that might have languished in obscurity or sat unused on the benches of larger clubs. With Dortmund standing 19th in the FIFA Club coefficient, it's evident that this philosophy yields fruitful results. Transfer saga. In the football world, Erling Haaland's transfer tale resembles a young lad stepping out into the world for the first time. When Haaland inked his contract with Dortmund in 2019, it included a clause allowing him to departure for €75 million this year. a mere pittance compared to his current estimated worth, making this saga even more captivating. The glittering roster of potential suitors read like a who's who in European football royalty. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, and PSG, each club fervently vying to etch their emblem in a Haaland's future. The primary reason in their concentration on recruiting Paris Saint-Germain's Kylian Mbappé, who has always been their priority. The club is concerned about maintaining harmony in the dressing room and avoiding major disturbances in the team's dynamics. The potential high-cost siblings of Mbappé and Haaland, estimated at around $350 million, would pose a significant financial burden and a potential change in the team's ecosystem. Despite anticipated salary reductions from player departures, Real Madrid's directors see the dual acquisitions as economically challenging. Therefore, they have focused on signing Mbappé, considering Benzema can still perform at the highest level of another couple of seasons. Manchester City. However, early confirmation on a move amplifies pressure on rival clubs, especially considering the stature of Haaland's chosen destination. Manchester City boasts a roster team with top-tier talent in every position, except for a marquee striker, a void Haaland could potentially fill. On May 10, 2022, Manchester City secured a deal to sign Erling Haaland, activating his $60 million release clause. The official confirmation came on June 13th, with Haaland set to join the club on a 5-year contract starting July 1st. He debuted for City in a 3-1 loss to Liverpool in the FA Community Shield on July 30th. Haaland had an exceptional season, matching Messi and Adriano's record for the most goals in a single Champions League match with 5 goals against RB Leipzig. This also broke the club's single-season scoring record, surpassing Tommy Johnson's 1928-1929 tally. Haaland joined Messi and Ronaldo as the only players to score at least 10 goals in multiple Champions League campaigns. His performance in the FA Cup against Burnley brought his 6th hat-trick of the season, taking his overall tally beyond 40. His 35th Premier League goal against West Ham broke Shearer and Andy Cole's single-season scoring record. Haaland's exceptional debut season was recognized as he was named the FWA Footballer of the Year, winning by a record margin. Haaland's debut season with Manchester City ended on a high note as the club clinched the 2022-23 Premier League title. His assist to Phil Foden matched Thierry Henry's record for most goal contribution in a single Premier League season. Finally, Haaland clinched the Golden Boot with 36 goals in 35 appearances. Fame. Talk about playing hard to get. The rise of Erling Haaland has got billion-dollar brands like Nike, Adidas, and Puma in a spin, each vying for a piece of the Norwegian prodigy. Haaland has kept these big brands on their toes just as he darts and dances around defenders on the pitch. The man is a footwear chameleon. He pulled on Puma boots for his Man City photo shoot, laced up Adidas for his preseason, and then took his first on-pitch steps in Nikes. The 3 titans of the boot-making world are left scratching their heads as they wonder whose logo will grace his feet next. In the meantime, Haaland's still out here, dangling the proverbial carrot, yet to settle for a brand. Perhaps he's waiting for an offer too tempting to turn down. At just 22, he's already etching his name in football history, and clearly, he's not planning to hit the brakes anytime soon. Stay tuned until the end as we reveal the pivotal moment that propelled Haaland from ball boy to the pinnacle of football glory. Like, share, and subscribe now to witness this incredible story.